While Clemson is the clear favorite in the ACC, will we see a typical mainstay bounce back? That in Florida State, who had the worst season since 1975. Greg, what are your expectations for the Seminoles this year?
I expect them to be much better, Cassidy. Now, it's still going to be all about whether or not they improve along the offensive line, because if your offensive line is a liability, it's really tough to manufacture offense, regardless of who your coordinator is. However, they bring in Kendall Briles from Houston, who is a guru when it comes to creating opportunities offensively. I really like their quarterback in James Blackman. They have some really good wide receivers and an excellent running back in Cam Akers, but it's really all going to hinge on whether or not that offensive line can improve collectively, because last year they were among the worst in all of college football. But I think 8 wins is the bare minimum, and it's almost all going to rely on getting a huge win this week against Boise State, who's a capable opponent and a team that loves to play the underdog in week 1, JV.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have a tough test in Boise State. I'm looking at the execution. I'm looking at the discipline. I'm looking at what this team, the mental toughness, what this team and Willie Taggart have done to improve from last season to now. And it permeates. It starts at the top, right? So it's well documented, all the issues that was there that arose from Jimbo Fisher being there and then he left. And unfortunately, Willie Taggart inherited that. Okay, that's all said and done. A year has gone by. It was a dismal year, and we're going to move on. So now you got to get back to the basics and that old cliche, right? One play at a time, and you got to go out and execute. Well, for them, the execution comes from the discipline. Whatever they did in the offseason to correct that discipline, to be tougher mentally and physically, and then you'll get the talent. You'll just win games just being more disciplined than the other team and execute. If they can do that and get to 8 games, you'll see the talent start to trickle back into Florida State.
Well, they certainly want to start the season off well to get things going on the right foot. And Greg will be on the call for this game with our Dave Pasch at 7 Eastern on ESPN on Saturday.